So, start. Let me. Welcome to Techie Voice Podcast. I am Florence Oyebode. Today we are talking Nigeria's energy sector, power, oil, gas, and where it's all heading. Our guest on the show is Engineer Nkechi Isigwe, a fellow of the Association of Professional Women Engineers of Nigeria, APWEN. In the next 15 minutes, we'll cut through the policy talk and get into what's actually working and broken on the ground. Let's get into it. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Yes, ma'am. It's a great honor being with you this afternoon. I always find joy in meeting with women who are making things happen in sectors largely dominated by men. Ma, can we get to know more about you?
Okay. Actually, I'm a fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers.
Yes, too. Wow.
Yes. APWEN doesn't have, we don't have fellows.
Oh, okay, okay.
APWEN.
Wow. Okay.
It's a multidisciplinary association.
Okay.
But it's mostly female
Female,
engineers.
okay.
But in different aspects
Of
engineering.
yeah.
So, with the Civil War,
Yeah.
a good number of us from the East
Yeah.
were affected.
Yeah.
I was in Form 5
Whoa.
when the war
War
started, yes,
Wow.
which was in 1967,
Yeah.
66, 67, basically 67. So,
That's
we
almost
did-
60 years ago?
yes.
That's almost 60 years ago.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Mm.
So after the Civil War, which was in 1970,
Yeah.
but actually in 1969, when the Biafra people saw that
The whole thing
this
was
war
not.
has,
Yes.
they decided to start schools.
Okay.
So we all started going to school.
Okay.
But those of us that were in Form 5 after the Civil War in 1970, since we didn't have WAEC, we
Okay.
had to repeat
Again.
the Form 5.
Form 5. Yeah.
Yeah, so that we can have
At least.
go for WAEC.
WAEC. Okay.
But those who were in Form 4,
Well. Okay.
those who were in Form 4,
Okay.
those who were in
Form 4.
Form 4 had to come into Form 5.
Okay.
So
they
they
were more like promoted, while those who were in Form 5 had to repeat.
Yes.
Okay.
So you had 2 Form 5s. You call one 5 ordinary.
5 superior.
5 special.
Special. Okay.
So we now finished, and for parents
Yeah.
who are from the East, who have not received any salary or
Compensation or anything.
it was difficult for them to put all their children
Children in school.
back to
To
school
school.
and pay.
Wow.
So we found out that so many parents, while they were waiting for government to decide which way to go, they haven't not been called back to their now decided some even sold cigarettes.
Whoa. Just to make ends meet.
Some sold their like the mothers.
Yeah.
rappers.
Volantes, rappers. Yes.
They had to sell
And those were precious, things for them then. Yeah.
So that's how we continued and finished school start. So
Yeah.
I had to now go to Queen's School
Okay.
and had my school certificate.
Okay.
and started doing higher school.
Okay, that's the HSC.
HSC,
Okay.
you know.
Okay.
So I did first year in HSC, normally it's 2 years.
Okay.
Whilst I was in HSC, you know, we now, my second year,
Okay.
I decided that, okay, let me go to the university. So I sat for entrance exam,
Into the university.
ended up at Nsukka,
Okay.
you know,
Yeah, no.
did electrical,
Electronics, wow.
and finished after 5 years because I entered 72.
Okay, so you finished 77.
7.
You see?
And you know, Nsukka does 5 years,
Mm.
but some other universities do 4 years.
4 years, okay.
So I did 5 years, graduated, went to did my national service
Okay.
in Nepal,
Okay, okay, of course.
but Nepal operations. As at this time, so many places in Nigeria did not even have the high tension.
Yes, that's true.
So I was part of the team that did the line from Jos to Medudu.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Wow.
You know, with external people.
Of course,
foreign contractors.
Of course.
You know. So when I finished, because during the war, I was in the oil and gas,
Okay.
the product marketing. So when I finished my youth corps, and a number, you know, we were few at that time.
Yeah.
So once you finish, there are so many people who want
you, yeah, more like hot cake. Yeah.
You know, so I decided that I won't stay in Nepal. I won't go to Nitel.
Okay.
I will go to the oil and gas.
Okay.
You know, which was where I was during the Civil War.
Okay.
So that's how I ended up in the NNPC.
Wow.
Started in Water Refinery, which was a refinery that was then built. From there, they were going to build Kaduna Refinery.
Okay.
So I was moved to Kaduna Refinery. Then I went to Japan. You know, we had a wonderful detribalized,
I can imagine.
forward-looking man
then
as the boss, you know, Mr. S.A. Kufeji.
Okay.
He read chemistry, but he was something else.
Wow.
You know. So he also wanted to ensure that we train as many people as possible.
Yeah.
So he now started the people in what who were, when they were building water refinery, he sent people out. When we were doing Kaduna Refinery, about almost 50 people were sent out.
Wow.
Some for 6 months, others for 1 year.
Wow.
Because he wanted a situation where if they are going to build another refinery in Nigeria, you know, if they are going to build another refinery in Nigeria, he wanted
Nigerians to be at the forefront,
to be part of the people that will build that refinery. So those of us that were trained, if they trained you for the plant, when you get to, he ensures that every equipment that was used in that plant, Nigerians were sent out to learn how
to operate.
It's not just operation.
No.
the one that's, because building the refinery, for instance,
Yeah.
it takes as much as the number of months it will take to build the equipment.
Oh.
So, if for instance, the longest equipment is 20 months, the longest equipment in the,
Yeah.
it means that the people who will work on that equipment will be outside this country.
For 20
Yes.
months. Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And they are paid their salary and allowance
And all. Wow.
for those months.
Wow.
So when you get there, you already know that you're going to spend 20 months for this equipment to be built. So you follow it from beginning to the end. So when you come back to Nigeria, there's no excuse to say
I
you
don't know. That's true, because everything was put in place.
Everything
Yes.
you saw how the equipment was being put together.
Wow.
And you were part of it.
Not just watching, you were part of it.
You were part of it. It's part of the training. So when you come back, you can't say
you don't know how to.
This equipment is not working. What do you mean by it's not working? Because you were there when the equipment was being built. Those who are going to be more like consultants in future will go when they are designing, when it is the design period
Stage.
Yes, front end, detailed engineering. You will be there. You will design with them. And then the people that will operate are the ones that will go and see how the equipment
operated,
built
and
operated. You see all the parts.
The conscious efforts put into ensuring that everything is going on as it's supposed to.
Exactly. So that's how he trained the engineers, the operators, so that you can't come in.
There's no excuse.
There's no excuse.
You have no excuse to give.
At all. And that man trained so many people. That was why when we came back, nobody heard there was a problem in the refinery.
Yeah.
The refineries were
functioning.
They were functioning. When they bring new people, you still give them a 3 months or 5 months training to go to a functional refinery
to see how things are done there.
Exactly. If we are thinking of adding the petrochemicals, because as the time we came back to Warri, there was no petrochemical in Warri.
Okay.
But when everybody saw that, tires, there were cars coming in.
Yeah.
So we needed to create tires.
Tires, okay.
We needed to be able to produce tires.
Okay.
So, Warri Refinery, the petrochemical was now producing tires. The petrochemical aspect of Warri Refinery
were now the ones in
looking
charge.
at producing
tires.
Okay. And a number of things that have to do with tires. Kaduna Refinery came up with Kaduna Refinery and Petrochemicals.
Okay.
So, and that one, because of the kind of petrochemicals they wanted to do, the lube plants and the rest of it, our own crude oil will not allow us to do that.
Okay.
So, crude oil was imported.
Okay.
It was handling both
Both the one from outside and our own.
And our own.
Yeah.
Our own was used for what we needed it for, and the foreign crude, depending on, all the crude
Differs, of course, yeah.
because of
the texture of where they got that from.
And what is there. So they are not all the same when you look at what and what is inside there, So because of all that we needed to do that for that crude, so we took crude pipeline from Warri and to Kaduna.
Wow.
Yes. So
you ran the pipeline from
yes.
It's quite a distance.
Yes.
Wow.
And one of the things that I still remember about the Kaduna refinery, during the construction, is that when the equipment land in
Lagos, okay.
And we have to transport that equipment to Kaduna. Our roads
then
were not able to sustain, to carry some of those
things. Yeah.
Neither were the bridges
strong enough.
Wow.
How did you now?
We rebuilt the road.
Are you for real?
Yes.
To ensure that the equipment gets to Kaduna in good
condition. Does not disturb the road. So sometimes if you now look at, they will say, how much did it cost to build Kaduna refinery? Why is the cost higher than
you have to consider all those expenses.
And we made sure that we had people, who could build the roads
ASAP, as fast as possible. Yeah.
So that's how we got the equipment there and assembled it.
Wow.
So for Kaduna refinery, I think it took us about 30 months.
Wow,
to design and build.
That's 2 years plus. Just 2 years and 6 months.
Yes, because like I said, the longest equipment.
Yeah, you mentioned the 20 months.
Was 20
months. Wow.
So those, and when you want such an equipment, because it's huge and it's not something that it's not one of the parts.
Yeah, I understand.
It is when you are ready that you give them the contract to start manufacturing.
Okay.
So they will manufacture it. Then, in that Kaduna, I was on the process computer.
Okay.
We did software and hardware of that computer. And it's not that they finished the computer. No. We joined them to build those computers. Yes.
Wow.
The computer that we were going to use, we were part of the people that
built it.
Just like this computer now.
Everything
all
put
the
it
parts,
together.
We put it together.
And it started working, everything. Wow. Wow. This is interesting.
Came back to Nigeria. Because people don't normally talk about
I'm finding it interesting now because I grew up in Kaduna. So I'm hearing a backstory of how the refinery, the NNPC in Kaduna came to be. You understand? It's very, very interesting.
And part of what we were producing in Kaduna refinery
Yeah.
at that time was high pure fuel oil,
Okay.
and it's used for generating electricity. That's
Okay.
what Edwin was using.
Oh, okay.
So, because it's very heavy and it will destroy the roads,
Okay.
we decided to have a train line
That will,
from
okay, Kaduna.
that joins the train line in Nigeria and
Mm.
take
What you have there to
yes
other parts.
to
Okay.
other
Wow.
parts.
Wow.
So that's what we did
This
with
is
the
really
refineries.
wow.
Then just as we finished Kaduna refinery, we then decided that we needed to have. We looked at the number of vehicles in the country,
Yeah.
the
It
number
keeps
of
increasing.
and we needed to ensure that we had enough fuel
For yes.
HPFO, diesel, all those fuel. We
Yeah.
needed to have all of them. When we did the statistics, we found out that with the growing population, the ability of
Okay, it's still capturing.
yeah.
It's still capturing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still
No
capturing.
problem.
Yeah, it's still capturing.
For us, the ability to now look at Nigeria, the kind of jobs that have been created with the salaries, how and people are being given what car loan
Car loans, okay.
as fresh graduates.
Okay.
We needed to look at all these things, and we didn't want a situation where people will start getting worried, like we are having.
Yeah, exactly.
We now decided that what we have cannot carry us in Nigeria. So we decided to build another refinery in Port Harcourt. We increased the capacity of the existing refinery. The existing refinery was still there. Yeah. So we built another refinery, to take care of what
increasing needs.
Yes. And we had plans to build refineries in all the places in Nigeria. Let me say the 6 zones.
6, yeah.
We wanted to build refineries, one refinery each
for each zone. Yeah.
For each zone. Then we now thought about that. Why should we have our neighbors going to Europe to buy
when we are here?
When we are here. So
it should be a source of income for us too.
Yes. So we decided to build an export refinery in Calabar.
Okay.
We had finished the front-end engineering, the detailed engineering.
Okay.
It was just to start. You know how wonderful we Nigerians are.
Yeah, very wonderful.
And I'm going to say this, because Mr. Kufeji does not take bribe. Does not. He does not take bribe. He was focused on moving this country forward. I think when they want to now ask him, you should give Mr. A this.
It was like for what? Will Mr. A deliver?
Doesn't he will say, I'm sorry, we're not going to give. Because even that Calabar exports refinery, the main engineers were Nigerians. those
there.
that worked in NNPC, because they had been trained.
A lot had been put into them.
Yes.
So
To design it
Yeah.
was no longer
a new thing for them.
new thing
Yeah.
for them. You know. That's why even in Port Harcourt, we decided that okay, there are so many things that are petrochemical based. Your dress is petrochemical.
Of course, yeah.
We decided that we will build a full-fledged petrochemical plant in Port Harcourt. Element Petrochemical. It was full-fledged this thing. It was the gas. Gas is the raw material.
Raw material, yeah.
We took gas and built Element Petrochemical.
Okay.
That's how we built that one. Then we now sat down and said, every time there's no light, NEPA, this, that. We just said, how can we generate electricity? We decided to generate, to now put gas, bring gas to Lagos, which is Escravos Lagos pipeline.
Okay.
And we fed Ebin. Ebin was using high power fuel. Yes, side. Ebin was using high power fuel oil. And it's very expensive. And it's a product of refining.
Yeah.
And because I asked my boss, Mr. Kufej, that why should we flare gas when we can use gas? What are other people using gas for? So immediately we said that we can't be flaring gas. It's money.
It's money we're wasting. Yeah.
We then decided that okay, even though we have just built one petrochemical plant, what do we do with this gas? That was why we decided that okay, with the IOCs, international oil companies, let us build Bonny LNG.
Okay.
That's the one that we built there with the other IOCs.
Okay.
And we decided when we were creating the Bonny LNG that we have wonderful Nigerians who are everywhere. If we give Nigeria the controlling shares, one day one president will come,
scatter everything.
We decided that Nigerian government through NNPC will only take 50% of ownership.
Okay.
We gave the ownership to IOCs, not one IOC. Almost all of them are going to have 60%.
While
NNPC will have 40%. Then head of finance will be the IOCs. Managing director, IOCs. HR, IOCs. The other ones, NNPC can take. That's why
to forestall
that's
any
why
form of
it has not died till today. It is still supporting the government, the amount of money that government
is getting. Because I was going to come to that particular, because it's like you have already gotten to, because there's this question I was going to ask. You know, Nigeria, we call this the decade of gas. You understand? So, like, I was going to ask, why are we still struggling to get gas to power plants reliably? Like, you know, because you just explained something now.
Like, okay. So, because when I went into NNPC in 1978, and then went to Japan, came back, and first of all, when I was in Warri,
Yeah.
because you talked about gas, I
Yeah.
want to tell you
Okay.
the story of gas and power.
Okay. Yeah.
When I went to Warri, I found out that Alaja still, whenever NEPA takes light,
They can't work.
is it that they can't work? The steel will cake in the pipes.
Oops. And that's another problem.
Serious problem.
Serious problem. Wow.
So they have to cut the pipes, replace pipes again.
Expenses, unnecessary expenses, and all that. Wow.
So when I was in Warri, and as engineers, our colleagues are everywhere. This was happening. So I called Mr. Kufiji. He was the boss in Lagos. I felt that something was seriously wrong with me. He rushed
Down.
What is it? I said, what is that? He came. I said, Augusta, when he came, he said, they said you were sick. I said, Oga, I'm sick now. He said, what
Because
is
the
it?
situation on the ground is enough to make one sick.
I said, this is what is happening in Alaja. Because they don't generate their own power. Mr. Kufeji now said, he told me, he said, young lady, the last time I checked, I'm working in NNPC. I'm not working in steel. I said, yes, Oga. The last time you checked, you're working in NNPC. We're all working in NNPC. But the last time I checked, I'm paying tax.
Yeah,
and
so
paying
yeah.
tax. And
So
it's our tax money that they use to replace this thing. So we should be concerned as Nigerians.
Yes.
So I said, since we in Warri Refinery are generating our own power, and we generate so much power that from the refinery, everybody on the line to where the residence is,
they are enjoying power.
We are giving them free power.
Wow.
Yes, because we were generating
more than enough.
Yes. We then decided, I now said, Oga, if we can give even individuals on the road,
how much more? Yes.
Thing. Please direct that they take light to them. Let's build a power line. Say, who will pay for it? I said the last time I checked, we are all Nigerians. So if NNPC takes the power there, you can be taking the money from government. Let government, but let's run that line. It's very important.
Very, very important, because unnecessary expenses that are being.
We need to run it immediately. So they ran the line. That's how we took power
from the
refinery to Alaja. Then I now said, okay, Oga, this is the first thing that we are supposed to do. He said, what is it you're thinking? I said, we are generating our own power using gas. And we have, instead of flaring gas in this one, why don't we lay a gas pipeline to Alaja? That was how we gave Alaja. Ran a gas pipeline to Alaja so that they can generate their own power.
Okay.
Recently, announced Alaja and their estate were the first set of people. In their estate, they were using the gas. We in our own estate were not using. We didn't run the gas so that abroad now you don't buy gas cylinder.
Yes. Okay, so they ran. Oh, Wow, that's interesting.
Yes.
Wow.
So when I came back to Nigeria
Okay.
and I was in Kaduna,
Okay.
you know, being in charge of the process computer,
Mm-hmm.
all of a sudden, federal government announced that they were going to build Ajokuta.
Okay.
My
In
boss,
Ogun State, right? No.
no,
In Kogi.
yes,
Yes, Kogi. Yeah, Kogi.
my boss, Mr. Kifeji, said this troublesome girl, she's going to come back to Lagos. They said, ah, but he said she will transfer herself. Is it not this crazy girl that I know? She's going to come back. Why is she going to come back? They asked, why is she going to? She, he said, she made me give Alaja gas.
She will still
You
come back
think
for.
that she will hear that Ajokuta, she will say the problem that happened in
We also start happening to forestall it.
mm,
Do the same thing there.
mm. So he set up
Immediately.
he set up a group.
Before you even say you come.
He set up Open Ajokuta gas pipeline.
Wow.
So he
That's,
set it up.
that's how do I put it now? You know, being working with foresight,
Yes.
knowing that we'll be needing this, let us put it in place.
Exactly.
Being proactive.
Very proactive. So by the time I appeared in Lagos, he said, you have come, this one, you didn't want to. I said, because I'm not in Ajokuta. I said, of course I know. Still, I've set
Now
up
set it up.
a team that is doing Open Ajokuta. I said, ah, okay, you beat me to it. So he said, is there a problem? It was then I now said, okay, now that you have agreed with me that we will have gas. Why did you people take gas to Aba in the first place? He said Aba happens to be a commercial center.
Okay.
Ah, I said then Lagos is a commercial
center too.
We have to do
The
extra bus to Lagos. That was built. And I'm talking about 1980,
Wow.
81, 82.
Wow. For something years ago.
Yes. Gas has been in that pipeline. Then I now said, Oga, he said, troublesome. I said, you know, we are building new capital in Abuja. And when we go abroad, we don't see
Pipes.
no, we don't see gas cylinders.
Gas cylinders, okay. It is drawn directly into the apartment.
And we have estates. We also have our own. So let us take, we need to take gas to Abuja. But we need to take gas to Kano. Because Kano
is also a commercial,
commercial center.
Yeah.
So we now did Ajokuta, Abuja. I said, okay, you know, I was in Kaduna. How can I be doing this pass?
I will not pass myself. It's not possible now.
It's not possible.
No.
We will do Kaduna, Kano. It is just being built. And I'm talking about 1982, 83.
I don't understand. You mean
the Ajokuta, Abuja, Kaduna, Kano?
I don't understand. It is now.
Exactly. They started building it when Baru became the GND. Because Baru started we transferred gas division. We created a gas division and took it to Warri. You know, their headquarters was in Warri. And they were expected to take this gas, instead of flaring it, take it around Nigeria.
to ease things up for people.
you know, so that people can start using
Yes.
the gas. The one that we even said to come is just being built.
Now,
Now,
Nigeria.
it's not long. The gas got to Abuja.
I can imagine. Since 1982.
Yes.
Wow. 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 Wow.
So that's how we started. So anywhere we saw that there was a major industry coming up, we say take the gas
there.
there.
Because they will be needing it.
Like in Calabar, not Calabar, Akwa Ibom. There's an aluminium plant.
Okay.
Okuiboko. We took the gas
There.
to Okuiboko. So we're just looking around. Then we wanted brass LNG, just to ensure that gas in that area is not fled.
But it is utilized.
Yes, that we wanted to do exactly what we put in Bonny, in brass. The engineering was done. Then we brought another one to LNG.
Okay.
What is in the West here?
Okay.
You know, there's one other group of people.
The West.
Yes, Western Nigeria.
Okay.
We wanted to do a replication of what we had in Bonny, in LNG, and brass LNG.
Okay.
We did the front-end engineering, detailed engineering. We commissioned the detailed engineering. One day, federal government came to NNPC. And no, they carried Mr. Kufeji and removed him.
Someone there.
Yeah, they just carried him. There was nothing. It's not that he did anything, because they had carried him at one point. DSC carried him to they did everything, searched his household. There's nothing they did not
just
do.
trying to look for
where to catch him. Yeah. They didn't see anything. Because that guy was honest. Then we looked at, and now because he says I don't sleep, it looks like I don't sleep. I harass daylight. Yeah. So whenever I come to office, if he sees me, he will be telling himself what has
happened again, what has she come to,
what's again. I now told him, I said, that tankers are killing people on the road.
Petrol tankers, okay.
They fall and they set
ablaze and all that.
He said, what is the problem now? I said, we need to build petroleum products, pipeline, and depot around this country.
Wow.
So that we did 30 days storage tank in any of the depots.
Wow.
45 days storage tank. 60 days storage tank. 90 days storage tank. Okay. And we decided that no depot, every depot must have 100 kilometers radius where you will, where the tankers, no tanker should go more than 100 kilometers.
Of that particular depot.
Yes. So we distributed the depots in such a way that the tanker will only go 100 kilometers. That's why you had a depot in Mosimi
Mm-hmm.
in Lagos,
Okay.
had another depot in Ibadan.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
we had to
Across.
to uh, what's the name? You know, if you look at it, one came to Ilorin,
Mm-hmm.
another one went towards Sokoto.
Okay.
I don't know whether they finished building
It
all the
Hmm.
depots. We took it was an integrated pipeline system.
Hmm.
Then we now connected all the refineries and said we needed, because if one refinery is not working, we should be able to have the product
Transport.
move back.
Yes.
So from if Port Harcourt is not working, Warri is working, maybe
You should be able
we
to
should go,
through those pipes.
yes, Warri, Port Harcourt, you
Hmm.
know, so that the pipes that are connected to Port Harcourt will still
Be able to.
see
Yeah.
products. They will not know that
The
their refinery is
is
not
not
working.
working. Okay.
So we took most
Wow.
of the pipelines I'm talking about are not built till today. The ones that are built, they are busy stealing from it, and the rest of it they removed in the sarcophage. So when Function Kupoloku became the GMD of NNPC, we saw that sometimes these wonderful people that we have here,
Hmm.
they will create problems. So you won't have fuel in the
Yeah. Mm-hmm,
pipelines.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
We then said, so they will now import fuel. When they import the fuel, they will keep the ship,
Hmm.
and it will be there, and Nigerians will be paying, they will be
Paying
paying demurrage
demurrage.
and the rest of it. And we felt a number of people were just making
Yeah.
unnecessary money,
Money off us.
you know. So we decided during Future Kuporoku's time that we will create, we will take the fuel import aspect
Mm-hmm.
of the whole thing
Yeah.
out of NNPC, because
Hmm.
we did not want NNPC people to be involved
In
in
all
that,
the
all that
messy,
deals.
yeah,
You know, you will say,
very
they took,
dirty,
today they will say 2.8 billion
this one, that
was
one,
moving,
yeah. Come
this
and
one.
account for this,
Yeah,
come and account for that.
we said no, let's create an agency. That's how PPPRA
Okay, okay.
was
Wow.
created. Then we removed that aspect from
From
NNPC and kept on doing the other ones. One of the things that we also wanted to do was, which is what Mr. Fuji wanted, is to look at the equipment. Afternoon.
Grace.
Okay. To look at, what do you want?
It's going to reflect in it. Don't worry, we'll
Okay.
edit it, don't worry.
Okay. He won't. She will bend down. Madam, bend down now.
We'll edit it, don't worry.
When you now found out that when we were doing all those things, one of the things that Mr. Kushoti wanted to do, was now to look at the equipment that we have in the plants and begin to look at how do we partner with solid minerals, to see what are those minerals in Nigeria that we can use in manufacturing these equipments in Nigeria,
Okay.
you know,
Yeah.
so that we don't have to go around and be buying
Trying to
the
source for it elsewhere.
elsewhere. They removed him now, so we couldn't like
Actualize
all those things. And you know, at the same time when we were creating we looked at NEPA and we said NEPA does not depend on NITEL for their telephone.
Yes.
They put an extra wire.
Okay.
NEPA puts an extra wire,
Okay.
communication wire, in all their
Oh.
lines
Oh.
to their
Oh.
stations.
So they are able to do without
Yes,
NITEL.
they can speak to
Oh.
themselves.
Really?
You know. So we now said, since we have such things, you know, the since we have ability to do telecommunications in NNPC, let us look at fiber optics.
Optics. Okay.
We put a line from Warri to this Lagos. Oh, it is just being used
No, I'm coming. It's just being used.
now by MTN and the rest of it.
Okay, now I understand because okay,
It's NNPC that built.
oh,
Yes, because
oh,
we were looking at the whole world. We were saying, what does how does Abu Dhabi and the rest of it,
yeah. What
do they do?
do that makes them stand out?
And Mr. Kufeji will say, I know tomorrow, one, when I say 1 month, I will say, I need to travel. He said, I know. So where do you want to go to? I said, Aramco and the rest of it, see what they are doing. I want to just go to
Hmm.
Abu Dhabi
And see
or
how it's
Dubai.
being done. Yeah.
Well, he said, you want to go to Dubai? I said, it's okay. NBC will pay for me to, he will cost of me pay for. I don't want at all. So I will go to Dubai. And when you see me there, you think I'm going to buy drink. No,
You are going to,
I'm
yeah.
going to see.
You're going to see and to see how it can be implemented here back home.
Because when I come back, he will give me 1 week. After 1 week, I must produce a proposal on what I've seen
Yeah.
there.
And how to implement it, yeah.
That was how we were to start having, what do you call it, a refinery in UK. I said, why should we be selling our crude? If we want to sell the crude to them, let us refine in their place.
Okay.
Because I went one day to Britain and I saw Q8 station. And I said, what's this Q8? What is Q8? Kuwait.
Wait. Oh. Oh. Yeah.
Kuwait had their refinery there.
Wow.
So instead of selling your crude, since Kuwait is refining there, is there anything that stops us from
Nothing.
refining any other place in the world?
Nothing.
Because instead of sending our crude, selling it to people, and they turn it to something there,
Then
why can't NNPC own that one? Just like we use the one of Kuwait, that this is what we need to do. And that's one of the things that made us, one day I asked my boss, I said, Oga, can I ask you something? He said, yes. I said, why should Texaco, Shell, BP, all those people, the seven sisters we used to call them, why should they come to our country here and open up filling stations? And our people are the people that are in the filling stations. Why can't we have independent marketers? Why can't Nigerians
Have
have their own? That's how we started. Mr. Page had to force NNPC to bring up independent marketers.
marketers. Okay.
That's why we have
Several,
because those foreign people, they don't want to go to every nook and
or
corner
they don't.
of Nigeria.
They don't.
Eh?
They don't.
So
They would rather stay in the major areas.
exactly. So we're asking ourselves, why put an extra cost on Nigerians
When we can also do it.
when we can ask people from the villages and
To also be part of
open filling
stations.
Own filling stations. That's how we created filling stations. The one that is. So when Kukoloku came there, by then I had left NNPC. He now called a number of us that were they used to call us Kufeji boys and girls. So that he wanted to do, carry out what Mr. Kufeji wanted. Who are those ones who were pioneering this? We had to come, sat down with him. He said we need to do gas to power, because power was an issue. So we needed to pipe.
Still is.
We needed to pipe gas around the country so that people can begin to generate power. But power was federal government something before. That's how you had Aloji in Aba. Gas was in Aba since 1977. He just did. You see how Abia are generating their own electricity
now.
But we have gas pipelines around the country, almost everywhere.
So
yes,
ordinarily, every state should be able to generate.
Yes. Every state should be able to generate their own power. Which I think they are going to
So I think I learned Lagos State is also planning something like that. I think it's in the pipeline for Lagos State.
But it's a long time that I put the
thing has been there.
If you pass Bonicam, you will if you're going on the road now,
that's true.
You will see the pipeline.
Yes.
You normally see
yes. You see it.
It's been there. What have we used it for? Nothing. It's just sitting down,
There. Just there. So it is now that should I call it an awakening? I don't know if I should call it that.
Wow. So energy could have been, this power generation could have been taken care of. What does it take?
Because you've already set the ground, everything has been set.
We've already, these ones, except the one that was done by Kufeji, done by Kukoluku and Baru.
Okay.
Baru entered NNPC after I had left. But I think when Baru got to Warri, Nigerian Gas Company, Warri, I think, when everybody is speaking, this person will say, see the people
that
brought us here. So when we now got there, it's like, this thing that this young lady wanted done,
Then
I will
take it
ensure
on.
that it's done. So he also focused on gas, just like Kukweloku focused on gas. So there are a lot of gas pipelines which
All
are
over
just
the country, which are just now being considered for. I pray,
generation.
I pray
Mm.
it is actualized, as in we see it, not just.
No, but you see, there's something else which we as Nigerians are not doing. We should go into these things.
Okay,
We don't have to wait for government.
okay,
We don't
okay.
have to wait for government. Because if we wait for government, what happened to Warri Refinery,
Will
Kaduna
still
Refinery?
happen.
Will still happen.
That's true.
Because government will come up, remove the people there,
And
put
that
their
stops
own.
it, put their own. Those ones too will do whatever they want to do.
They scatter the whole
The whole
place,
thing. Hmm.
you know. So Nigerians, both professionals and entrepreneurs should begin to
To see how they can
what
be
is
a part
lacking.
of
Exactly.
the whole process.
Why do we have to be importing everything that we are importing into?
Exactly, exactly.
Can't we manufacture it? We are sitting here, they are taking our solid minerals.
Hmm.
Why?
That's a big question. That's a big question. That's a big
Why?
question. We think the government will do everything for us. We
Exactly.
think the government will do everything for us, and which is not realistic.
It's not done anywhere
It
in
is
the
not.
world.
We are the government when you really look at it.
Mhm.
So we should be able to.
We should be able to sit down together and say, this thing, even check what what are they importing into the country? Because our money is going out.
Yeah.
They take our raw materials.
They go
They go.
and
The refinery we bring here.
we buy it.
We buy it. The same social people local, because he called us. He said, okay, we need to create, we should not allow only foreigners to be the ones that own the oil and gas
Gas
fields.
sectors. Okay,
Fields,
fields. Okay,
that is
okay.
who
Yeah.
go and dig
Dig it
and
out.
carry it
Okay,
out.
we should be part of it too.
Let us give licenses to Nigerians.
Nigerians.
That's why you have so many of them now.
Yeah.
We called it, okay, it cannot be major field, marginal fields,
Okay.
and we gave to Nigerians. We now said these refineries cannot be government alone, because government will wake up and decide that we are
They scatter it and start all over again.
Yes, it's not while
Is it like
refinery
this?
you put whoever you like. It doesn't matter whether that person is
Delivers or not.
qualified,
Or
knows
not.
everything. You put him there. So we now decided that we will give both modular refineries and big refineries. We gave 18 licenses. I think it's only two people that are building refineries. Dangote was not given.
Wow.
It's not part
Of
of the
those that
people.
were given.
Yes.
Wow.
That refinery was NNPC,
Okay.
Green Refinery.
Mm-hmm.
Plus NNPC went around asking the states, team up with us, let's build refinery. For what? The ones that were given, we now said, okay, these people that we are giving, it takes a lot of money to build refineries. How will they generate this one? We said, okay, give them an upfront crude allocation. Because we know that it's going to take 30 months or less
To build
a refinery. We say give them 30 months crude allocation. You know, they will pay for it. Of course, they will sell the crude.
The crude to
But we expected them to use that money as seed money for the refineries. What happened? Don't you know Nigerians?
I can imagine. I'm just, but
You know, so I don't understand this country.
so when you now look at it,
Mm.
when you now look at it,
Mm.
when you now look at it,
Mm.
what can we say is realistic for Nigeria in the next 10 years?
You see, what is realistic is when the educated Nigerians, mm, like you now, you can decide that, okay, my classmates, we need to team up. What is it we can build in Nigeria? How can we get the funds
Okay.
to build this thing? It doesn't matter how small
It
it
is.
is.
Provided it's a positive one and it's going to contribute. Yeah.
Like, why should we are talking about lithium now, why should we be selling raw lithium?
When we are going to
Why we sell it, they will change it to battery and they
bring it to us.
at
But
5 times.
but we can also process it here.
Exactly.
Wow.
So we cannot all sit down and be
wait for things to change.
Be abusing government. We have the capability. Like I was reading what our people have Japan.
Yeah, quite a lot of people.
Like in US, they've even built a Nigerian whatever in Texas, and they're producing them. Our engineers are there, our medical doctors
Are there. Our professionals
are there, and we are here.
If we all japa, what will be left?
Nothing now.
Nothing.
Are we saying that God is stupid to have created us in this part of the world?
Of course not.
Are we saying that God did not put enough resources for the number of people He's allowing to be born in this country?
God knows what He's doing.
Exactly.
Yeah, He does.
So we need to change our mindset and begin to come together,
and see how we can add value.
Exactly. Some people will say, there are people who will cheat you. It's not everybody that
It's not
cheat.
Everybody.
If A cheats, you leave A,
go to
B, you yourself, you decide, I will not cheat.
Somehow you will meet someone like you.
Yes.
Exactly.
Because I tell people, I say, when you say cheat, is cheat an Igbo word?
It's an English word.
Is it a Yoruba word?
It's not a Hausa word.
Which means it's happening there.
Yeah. That's why that word in the first place there. That's true.
You talk about corruption.
It's not a native language. Yeah, it is not.
So it's happening there. All we needed to do is, how do they check?
How have they been able to in spite of what is they have been able to move on? Exactly. So how do we apply it to ourselves?
Exactly.
Wow.
We need to. It's our mindset. We need to begin to check.
I pray we get there. I pray we get there.
We will, because young
They are,
people
yeah,
are
yeah,
coming
are
up
coming up.
now.
That's true. That's true.
They are coming
That
up.
they're coming up. They're coming up. They're coming up. That's
You
true.
know.
Now talking about young people,
Mm,
what skill or
mm.
mindset should a 22-year-old Nigerian engineering graduate build today that was not needed like 10 years ago?
AI
Okay.
and coding.
Okay.
And anywhere I go, I see the young people down. I start talking to
Talking to
them
them too.
about coding because when I was harassing Mr. Buffett and everybody about coding in 1981,
Then, hmm,
he told me, Nkechi, I said yes. I'm not going to go against you. We will start something within the system.
okay.
However, the people that will do, that will understand all this your high tech, you're not in this part of the world with us, this your high tech, you see it. 40 years from now,
That's when,
he
wow,
told me, 40 years from 1981,
wow.
you will
And
find
then
them. They can appreciate
we
what
will
you
understand you
they will
better.
understand you better. And so calm down.
Hmm.
You can't get them. And it's true. So immediately it was 40 years. I
Assassin.
started
Wow.
talking to young people. I will be encouraging them do coding because, like I tell them, if you're going to do coding, is based on population.
Okay.
See Facebook.
Yeah.
I don't know. Facebook is gossip.
Basically, oh, Facebook,
It's social media.
TikTok, you name
It's
it, it's
gossip.
just gossip. Put everything out there, make yourself
Dance.
easy target,
Yes.
do this, do that, and waste time if
And
you
they
are not
make
careful.
money.
And you make money, exactly.
They make money.
A lot of people, you see them, you begin to wonder, "Ah, what is he doing on Facebook? How come? The kind of life they are living." And you begin to wonder, how
Because they are paid.
come? Hmm.
Let us assume. Although my colleagues say don't stop this your 1 naira aspect. I tell the young people, look at Nigeria. They say sometimes they say we are 220 million. We are
At times we come down.
come down,
At times
go
come up.
up 250. You know,
No exact
we
figure.
don't know. Let us, even for the purposes of argument, say that we are 200 million.
Okay.
And we say 1% is 2 million. What, what do you think? What problem do you think that 2 million people will use in a day
Hmm.
and develop an app? The people, when they come and use that, you say you will only pay 1 naira a day to use this app.
So imagine 2 million people using it a day.
Uh-huh.
Wow, that's money.
That's a lot of money.
That's a
Who
lot
is
of
going to
money.
pay you that money if you are working?
A day or a month.
Oh, so why don't you, as a
Young person,
focus on this thing? You look at
what can you
problem.
solve?
What problem
Can you solve by developing an app? Wow.
Because all the tech billionaires that become
Just one
billionaires
app. Oh.
in US, that's where you have a lot of
Yes.
tech people.
That's true.
What is it they are doing?
So you
Just
just app, and you just maybe in the basement of their house, they just develop the app, and before you know it, they are making.
what is an app? It is, I tell them, it's a 0-1 game. It's either zero, you say, how do I go from here to here? You will first of all check, from here to here, is there a hill? If there's a hill, you will go like this, go round and come at the other side. Huh? If you decide to pierce through and say, okay, this is, what are the things that can happen?
Okay.
So that's
That
what
will save you the time of having to go round.
So you say, okay, if I want to go here, from here to here, I'm going to pass through this. So I will say, I will first of all cut through here. What is the cost of cutting through here? What will happen if I cut through here? If I don't cut through here, how else will I go? I will go like this. So instead of going like this means I will have a problem. So it's a decision box.
Okay.
What we call a decision box.
Okay.
Like this.
Yeah.
You come in here. You're aiming at somewhere here. If you come here and you ask yourself, going forward, is there anything that is blocking me? If something is blocking me and I don't want to go through here, it means that this is 0. But going here is 1.
Okay.
So you will say 1, 1. You know?
Okay.
1, 1, 1.
Okay.
So that's because you're coming here. If you come here and you say, it's either you will go here or you will go here. So you ask yourself, if I go right, is it nearer to where I'm going? If the answer is no, so this is also a 0.
So you check.
This, you go this side, it becomes a 1. When you get to this point, you ask another question. Should I go right? Should I go straight? Or should I go left? You know,
to get to that point.
So you now draw the diagram that you're coming from here. You go here, you go here, you go here, you go there, you come here. So this is the solution
box
process.
From
here.
Okay.
That's the app.
That's all we are talking about.
Yes. It's a 0-1 game. It's either a 0 or a 1. You know, so it's Nigerians, the young people should begin to look at. If you go on the road, you ask yourself as a young person, what problem is on this road? You see pond. You ask yourself, and as a young person, this pond, if I put my leg inside, what will happen? Something can bite you.
Yeah.
But can't I remove this pond? What do? I build gutters.
That will drain.
And this thing will drain inside it.
Yeah.
So you know that, no matter what happens, it doesn't matter the kind of rain. You've already put drainages
around that will take it. Yeah.
In the US, when it rains, you can even be good and you see so much rain.
They give it some
15 minutes.
Everything is dried up. Yeah. Because the drainage system is
exactly
huge.
And every time they are looking at that drainage system, making sure that it flows. Because if it doesn't flow,
that's another problem.
It can come into the house and destroy.
And that's what we are facing presently. in Lagos, aside from the poor drainage system and all that. Mm, that's
Why
true.
do we have that? Because a big man comes, because he has money to bribe my colleagues.
Mm.
That one will turn the face this way. And the
While the
man,
big man does whatever he wants, building
because,
on the, yeah, that's true. And the one that is not a big man,
mm,
when rain is falling, will come out,
mm,
pour dirt, pour everything in the,
exactly.
that will go and clog.
But shouldn't we also have, these are some of the things that I'm talking about,
Mm.
young people. Hmm?
Yeah,
The debris that they are bringing
out.
out from their houses, can they not be, can you not look at those debris
Mm.
and
And
see
find a way
what it
of.
can change it into renewable energy?
Mm. Mm.
When I was in the university, one of the professors, he was he was using, he's a mechanical engineer. He was even the professor that was given science and tech.
Okay.
Isigwe, Professor Isigwe at one point. He had a box, then he had a mirror on top of that box,
Okay.
and he brought it out to sunlight, so that he can dry uh, yam or
Okay.
whatever,
Okay.
because the solar energy will go through that glass
Okay.
and dry
Dry. Yeah.
this
What's in
thing.
the box?
Just like you see in the north, they dry their things on the road.
Yes. Yes, we do.
Is it not solar energy
It
that they
is.
are
It
using?
is. So can't that solar energy be converted?
So
Mm.
the professor said, I came and challenged him. What did I do?
Mm. 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 Mm.
I said, why is it that it's only when we are seeing the sun, eh, that we are taking this? But this sun is, the earth is moving.
Mm-hmm.
Can't we track the sun?
Mm.
Just as the
It
earth
is.
is
Yeah.
moving, the sun is steady in one place. So it doesn't matter where
Is
the
where the
earth
earth
is,
is. You can
that
access.
you can track it, because you use a tracker
Yeah.
that will now be tracking the sun, and the energy from the sun
Sun will now
is
be
what
tapped. Yeah.
you're using to dry this thing. You can store that energy
Energy.
in battery, which is why we have
Yeah.
solar
Solar panels now.
solar panels now. But I now found
Mm.
out recently that that's my idea. The US used it.
Used it.
They started tracking the sun.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
We I did it in 1977. I tracked the sun,
Wow.
you know. And we say, see how much sun. He
Well,
said, why are
still.
we not turning it
To
into
energy.
energy? Then you now talk about solar cells. Solar cells are derived out of sand. Don't we have sand in Nigeria?
Plenty. Plenty.
Why are we not converting this into energy? But I think to a large extent, I also don't always blame Nigerians, because they may not know.
Exactly. It is what you know. What you don't know, you don't know.
Exactly.
You don't know. That's true. You don't know.
But our government that are seeing that there are
They go
solar
out, they
panels, you
see.
send people, they know, because
Implement
if
it.
it is, if, may his soul rest in peace, if Mr. Kfeji were around, he will say, we need solar panels there. He will send people
To go
out, go and study this thing. They will pay you.
It is not free, yeah. Allowances and what
Plus
have you.
allowances. Once you get there, it's okay. this can be done. You come back, you tell him this can be done, you know. We now figure out how to do these things.
Hmm.
There's so much
Yeah, so
that
much,
young
so
people can
much.
do.
Yeah, so much. Now
Because
that you
government
are,
is not creating jobs.
so you have to be
You have to begin
create.
to,
Yes,
yes.
think, think. I want to believe
Mm,
we are going to get there. Now
mm,
that will lead me to this
mm,
question.
mm.
That will lead me to this question. What's your? I'm coming. Let me. What What is that one thing right now
Mm.
that is happening in Nigeria's energy space that makes you optimistic that eventually we'll get it right?
Me,
Yes.
I'm not
You are
optimistic
not.
about
Wow.
anything. And people will ask me why. When you have spent how many years now? Almost going to 60 years or more than 60 years.
In that sector.
You have been thinking you went this way, we produced this one, before you know it, the whole thing dead. You go this way, the whole thing
Hmm.
dead. Why should I be optimistic
Hmm.
again?
Hmm.
You know, it's like I've given up. But
Yeah.
because I'm seeing young people who are interested both in AI and
And the coding you mentioned.
coding,
Yeah.
when you are telling them, okay,
You
when
can
you
do
do
it
this,
this way, you
if you
do it
do it
this way.
this way, since everybody wants quick money, you tell that person you're going to have patience, sir, because it's going to take you about 10 years.
But when it starts,
When you get there,
hmm,
you can't say the sky is the limit because
this is the
it's
takeoff
going,
point. Yeah.
it's taking off,
Hmm.
you know. That's why now I'm even concentrating more on women. I'm talking to women.
Hmm.
You have to do this.
Hmm.
You cannot allow your body to be the uh, financial
Hmm.
your body should not be for sale.
For sale, of course. Yeah.
That man that is giving you that money.
You can be on the same level. You operate even higher than him.
Exactly.
Yeah. Operate higher than him.
So why don't we refocus
Hmm.
and begin to look at what we can do? And there's so much that we can do. Even if it's in your house, you look at the number of, you say, okay, this one, you know. Sometimes I tell people, you know, if you even don't have anything doing, enter the market. Just look
Look
around.
around. Yeah.
Begin to look around. You see shoe, you see this one, you ask yourself, thank God there is Google.
Yeah.
You go and ask Google how you can make shoe or AI design.
Yeah. A lot of tools online that
Yes,
you can use to generate
chat
whatever. Yeah.
GPT,
Chat
what
GPT.
can
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
do? You know, type in something
And
and it
from
will,
there, that's true.
then you begin to look at it, you know. Instead of going to gossip or doing, sit
Hmm.
down,
And
we
think
have
of how,
company.
yeah.
Yes, what can I do to earn money?
Hmm.
Like I said, tell yourself, everything now in the world is population dependent.
Dependent, yes. That's true. Whatever
So,
thing you are doing, whatever
whatever thing,
business,
it is
yeah.
population dependent.
Yeah.
What do I do? Start from the low hanging fruits. What can I do that 1%, even if you don't have up to 1%,
At least
just say even 50,000 people.
people. 50,000 is not small. What are you saying? It is not small. A day.
A day.
It is not small. It is not small. It is not small.
You know, you start it just in your, like you hear about the US, they start it in their
Just a
room.
corner of their room, and before you know it.
Students, isn't it what Zuckerberg did
Yeah,
with his
that's
friends?
look at.
Look at it.
Look at it. Look at it.
I'm
And
sure
when
he
you see,
makes more than $2 billion
what are you
a
saying?
day
A day. All over the world.
all
Oh.
over the world. And I'm saying just 2 billion.
Hmm. Wow. Hmm. We really need to. We really need to think.
It's just to sit down, you know, the young people redirect their mind when you tell them, do this, do that.
Hmm.
I was talking to one young man the other day, and I was saying, he said he's gone back to school too. I said, you need to do coding. He said, madam, you know, you talked to me about this coding about 4 years ago, and I still, you will enter here and come out.
You
But
better.
now,
It's
you are
face to face.
showing me Facebook, show you on Facebook. Say, say, madam, now I understand.
Wow.
I'm going to go and begin to do this,
Hmm.
you know, no matter how much it costs me,
Small.
I
Yeah.
will be doing it.
Until. Hmm.
The guy that types things for me, I went the other day and say, young man, I've seen that you're able to bring one person. What about this coding? He said, madam, I've started it.
Hmm. That's a good one.
And I'm making
Progress. That's a
I
good
said,
one.
that's
That's a good
it.
one.
Because the more you talk to them, rechannel their mind.
Yeah.
Refocus.
Let them unlearn what they have learned over the years
Yes.
and relearn.
Yes. You know,
Hmm.
for me, that is the
That
way
is.
forward.
Now I'll ask this question because I was
Okay.
supposed to have asked it.
Okay.
You have an Apwen annual lecture named
Mm.
after you.
Yes.
I don't know if I should say ask it, but okay, what's the story behind it? And you've already talked about, your focus on women, but I wouldn't mind you still
Mm.
saying a
You
little bit
know,
about.
it's Nkechi Isigwe annual lecture.
Yes.
My focus is capacity development.
Okay.
I want to develop capacity in Nigeria.
Hmm.
You know, each lecture that they call for, there's one that we held in Lagos,
Okay.
and the president of Koran
Okay.
today
Mm-hmm.
was one of the lecturers.
Okay.
Know what he talks about? Rice value chain.
Oh.
You know, when you look at rice, you only think of the rice that
You,
you
you
see.
do not you think of what was put in the effort that brought about
That rice.
that particular
And
rice.
everything about the rice is
It's
money.
money, yeah. Now that you're
The
mentioning
stem,
it, yes.
you will use it to make bag.
Okay.
That's the value chain. So anything that you take, you want to look at this value chain. You have to store it. You have to, you know, like
Remove the husk.
remove
Yeah.
the husk.
Yeah.
That husk,
Itself.
after you do
Oh.
it, has a value.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah.
So you find something like that, and we try to, one of the things that we will be doing in future is to look at those things, see how we can replicate it. You know, for instance, I tell people, let's look at watermelon.
Hmm.
In one watermelon,
Yeah.
if you count it, you will have almost
100 seeds, if not more than. That's true.
When you plant one seed, when it grows, will produce at least 10 bulbs of watermelon.
Okay.
At least.
At least. Wow. Okay. It's okay.
You know,
Yeah.
one seed,
Now I
just
understand.
like
Yeah.
melon.
Melon. Yeah. That's true.
It
That's
will
true.
produce about 10 fruits.
Yes. That's
One.
true. One.
Let us say out of the 100 seeds, 50% survive.
Survived.
When you plant it, 50%
Survived.
survived. You bought one watermelon. Let me use an exaggerated figure now. 5,000 naira. One. Inside that one, I've not talked about the other parts of the watermelon, what you will use them for.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about just looking at the seed. It takes about 3-4 months or 5 months for it to grow. You take one watermelon seed that you bought in the market, you come back, you remove the seeds, you go and plant it. Out of that one watermelon, you have 50 seeds that have survived. And each seed brings, let us say that it brings 5 water. 50 times 5.
That's 250. I mean. Yes, 250.
Yes.
250.
We're looking at 250
watermelon.
Yes.
From one
seed.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
You know? Then you check the number that, one seed will produce 5 or 10. That's 10 watermelon times 5,000.
10 watermelon.
10
times 5,000.
5,000.
That's like 5.
That's 50,000.
50,000.
50,000 naira.
That should be, hold on, because this one that you are doing now, you are beginning to you are beginning to scatter my head, you are beginning to scatter my brain.
Just add 1 knot because it's times 10.
Times
you
10.
Add 1 knot. So instead of 3 knots, there will be 4 zeros.
Wow, 50.
That's 50,000 in 3 months. One seed. 50,000 times 50. You add another knot. That's 500,000. Then you multiply 500,000 by
how many?
5.
Wow.
Because it's 50 now.
50, yes.
That's 2,500,000.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
You know, so those are the things that when we bring young people, they try
to wake their brains up. Yeah.
So that
they are charged.
They are charged. They will go and plant it in pots. You know, any small space. They
want to, yes.
They plant. At the end of the day, they say,
maybe they make 1 mistake, 2 mistakes, but eventually they will get it right.
So that's basically what I'm trying to do. Encourage the younger ones. Build capacity. I'm not there to make noise, dance, say no. I need to focus on something.
And
see
how
at the end of the day, by the time you do it a number of times, You will even see the young people coming by themselves. They are not coming to
They are coming to
get
you,
money.
yes, they are
They,
rather coming to give you feedback on how far they have gone.
yes.
Wow.
Mm.
And I think that's what we really
Mm.
need. That's what we need in
Mm.
Nigeria. I pray we get there.
Mm.
I pray and hope we get there.
Mm.
Now we are rounding up.
Mm.
Where can people follow your work or Aquens programs? Do you have any, social
We,
media handles or?
recently, one one of my friends
Yes, ma'am.
in NNPC, a younger person, but she has retired now.
Okay.
The brother, you know, her younger brother went to do software engineering
Okay.
abroad.
Okay.
Came back, we will work here, yeah, ended up in Abuja,
Okay.
and we started talking. I will encourage him
Mm-hmm.
because he also is into, he wants to develop as many
Mm.
web designers and the rest of
As
it as
possible.
possible.
Wow.
He's not focusing on the financial aspect.
Aspect.
So,
Rather wanting to add value.
yes. So, when I'm talking to him, I said, I'm not against your adding value. Yes, both of us,
We
we're
are the
into
same here.
capacity building.
Building.
But capacity building
You
will
still
not
need money.
pay
Oh.
school fees
Yeah, you need money.
and give you
Mm-hmm.
accommodation.
Especially present in Nigeria.
Uh, and I also don't want you to Japan
Mm.
because it's easier there.
Over there than here.
So he started. Now he has the Rework Academy.
Okay.
Now, and then I've even forgotten what he said he wants to start.
Okay.
I still remember he answered me. I said, you know, there's something that I don't like about myself. Is not focusing on money.
Mm.
I'm focusing also like him on
Oh,
capacity.
yeah.
What can you bring to the society and
Mm-hmm.
everything? I'm not thinking of how do I benefit
How would it benefit you?
me, you know? So I don't know. He was telling me something about coming up with ideas. I need to begin to mentorship.
Yeah.
He says I need to mentor
People. Yeah.
people like him.
Yeah.
That each time I come, I will tell them, I need you to do this. Because I went for a board meeting the other day in Abuja, and the people, we were to write questions for their interview and the rest of it. We asked the people the directors in place to set 10 questions
Questions. Okay.
and 10 answers. Eh? They write a question this. And we will now take about, I think, 5 questions or so from each person,
Mm-hmm.
so that that group, they may have up to 30 questions to
Mm-hmm.
answer
Mm-hmm.
20, or reduce the questions to 20,
Mm-hmm.
and everything. The people set the questions. Now, the young lady, the director that was there, if he gives those things to IT people, because IT people are part of those who are going to sit for the
The
exam,
exams.
and they
Okay.
don't want
Oh.
the exam to leak.
Yeah.
So, what was happening? Poor lady, she was doing it when she uploads something, being a software
Mm-hmm.
person
Mm-hmm.
also and
Mm-hmm.
hardware.
Mm-hmm.
I will look at it and I will immediately do a calculation in my head that this can be done this way. I'll go to her and I will say, no, remove this one. This is the way you will do it. And that day, I'm not sure that I was too strong. What did I do? Immediately I saw what she was doing and it was taking her time. I just called these IT people.
Okay.
I said they should send one of his IT boys. After 5 minutes, I said, no, come with the boy. Because I checked it. If he sends the boy, he's going to do the work. But what is the leverage for them?
For them, okay. That's true. What
So,
is in need? Yeah, that's
what
true.
is in it for them? I'm not looking at the 5 naira or 20,000 they will give them. I'm looking at these are directors. When he comes, he can speak to the directors one on one, and they know that okay, this is the boss of
The
this
brain
thing.
behind, yeah, so they can do things even after. Yeah.
So I said, I need you to come. I need assistance. You know, these guys left their own job, what they were doing, they rushed and came. Under 3 hours,
Everything was
they
sorted.
finished. As they were giving them, they sat with us. As they were giving them, before they will finish, they finished. They've done this. All of them, they were just looking at. And all I wanted him to do is, you see these directors, you
Know how to, yeah.
You have to reach them, show them what you
are
can do.
capable of, yeah.
And everybody was happy. We were there till 10. So those are the kind of things that I'm doing. And I'll be pretending as if I'm not doing anything. So
I understand you, man.
He now says, okay, let's begin to mentor people and let them begin to pay.
Yeah.
You know, I will be the mentor. They will pay they will develop more like just like Zoom, develop Zoom
then,
and we are all using
yes.
Zoom. We think it is free.
It's not. It's not when you really look at it.
Is it not data you're using?
Yeah.
They are discussing with the data.
They know how they, it is not free.
You know? So that's one of the things Upwell is doing with them. They are supposed to expose it, put it in the papers, that they are going to do this, so I'm going to begin to do
you are going to be ever active. No job it's really been an interesting time with you,
they are
man.
dealing with me.
No, you have a lot to give. Even me that I'm seated there, I've learnt enough, a lot, and you won't be surprised that I would even chat you, man, how can I go about this one? How can I go about this one? You understand? So
that's what the chairman, Upwell Victoria Island, he says, that each time she talks to me,
she's able to,
she gains
a
lot. So she goes back, does some things,
comes back again. Yes.
Back again. I say, wow, how can I? What is it?
And that's how it's supposed to be.
That he didn't even think of, Wow. I said yes.
And that's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. Thank you very much, Ma. I think because we've really gone beyond our time, but then we'll know how we manage ourselves.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ma. I really appreciate you. And I hope to do this with you again very soon, because I won't lie, I have gained, in fact, you've challenged me now. I have to go and do some reading. I have to go and do some reading. I have to go and know one or two things, because you've mentioned quite a number of things that I was like, oh, so that was how it came about. Oh, you understand? So I have to go and do my own research again, read, and see how I can implement some of the things that I've learned from you
Thank
today.
you.
Yeah, thank you very much, ma. Thank you very much. We really appreciate you.
Mm.
So we've come to the end of the podcast. That was engineer Nkechi Isigwe on the real state of Nigeria's power, oil, and gas sector. I don't know. I think maybe we may get the links to the app when it works. Possibly I will chat you up later on so that
Okay.
when we post the video, we can easily have the links there so people can check on what you do and all that. Thanks for listening, everyone. Please share this with someone in the energy sector or anyone that you know this would be useful for. Thank you very much. See you on the next episode.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Yeah.
Bye. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Amen, ma.
Yeah.